Good morning and welcome to the Northland News. I'm Jessica Peters. The Northland News is a weekly news program produced by the broadcasting students at Park University. For any news tips, please feel free to email us at alex.akmus@park.edu. Students have had a tough week with midterms taking place. The Northland News' Keith Taylor caught up with one Park student.
Thursday, I talked to Park senior Sarah Yantis about how her week of midterms is going so far.
I just had one big one, and I didn't know I was going to have it until I walked in the room. Probably about 15, maybe 30 minutes late, so that was really fun.
Most students have enough on their plates worrying about papers and tests, but Sarah's doing it with an added challenge.
I'm sick with strep, which I've just kind of put together, and I figured out, like, why am I feeling worse? Why is my throat hurting more? Why am I still so bad? And it's because I have something that I do need to fix. So tomorrow during that class, even though we're also having, I guess that's a midterm, we're also having Spanish tests tomorrow as well.
Being sick only adds to Sarah's problems as she deals with her midterms.
I have no energy, kind of like mentally or physically with the sickness. So I don't even take in all everything going on around me now. And so I'm not gonna necessarily focus on every detail going on in class or in the past or what's coming up.
In other campus news, I guess losing your mind can be entertaining. Funny Mirrors, Park's first theater production of the semester, follows the life of a woman with amnesia and the struggles she and her family endure. The play hits the stage tonight, with shows at both 6 p.m. and 8 p.m. Typical would describe last Friday's meeting for most of Park's Russian Club members, but for freshman Kirsten Scow, it's the day she spent 3 weeks waiting for. Before the meeting, Kirsten had been learning Russian from a computer program. As the newest member of the Russian Club, she will get the chance to learn from native Russian speakers. This will help build her previous 14-word vocabulary. The Russian Club meets once a month, and anyone is welcome to join. Check the Park website for information on the next meeting. Students and faculty at Park University made many generous donations Wednesday. Blood donations, that is. Mandy Chow has more on the story.
Community Blood Center blood drive was held on Wednesday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the first floor of Thompson Center. There were many students and faculties who were waiting in a line to donate their blood. As a matter of fact, before donating, everyone were asked to fill in some personal information in order to let people who serve there to know if you are well qualified to donate or not. Park student Alicia Kempman says she was very nervous when she saw the needle was inserting into her arms. She has never had the experience of donating before. She could not imagine how hard it would be like.
Blood that's for a good cause, and anybody could need it. It's going to help a life, so anything that I can do to help is going to be worth it. This was my first time donating blood, so I was really nervous, and I was shaking during the whole thing. About halfway through, I calmed down a little bit, but even now, after the fact, I'm still pretty nervous, even though it's done. It's just, intimidating for me, but it was good. It was a good thing to do, so it was worth it to face my fear.
In order to prevent getting vented or failing away after donating, Community Blood Center also provide waters, milks, and cookies to people who dump their donation. Northland News, Mandy Cho reported.
In sports, it's going to be a busy weekend on the road for Park's women's volleyball team. They'll be in Arkansas battling Williams Baptist College. The Park ladies are 9-15 and 2-6 in conference play. The women's soccer team has scored again. After Saturday's 19-0 win, the team was still playing strong, gaining yet another win on Wednesday. The Lady Pirates played against Hannibal LaGrange and won 1-0. Ashley Maxwell scored the winning and only goal of the game. The team now has 6 wins for the season. The Lady Pirates will play at home again on October 10th against Missouri Baptist and on October 13th against Baker. And finally, Park's #1. Ingram's Magazine has named Park University the top private university in the state of Missouri. The ranking was included in an article in the September issue. The deciding factors included graduate enrollment, tuition costs, housing costs, and student-to-faculty ratio. For more information on any of these stories, please visit Park's website at park.edu. Well, that's all for this edition of the Northland News. Tune in next week for the latest in Park news.